Hello guys, so Jerry speaking. We're on the 750th episode celebration of Bedtime Stories. And tonight we'll be celebrating our 750th episode celebration with some cupcakes, followed by 2 books to read. Let's do 3, but due to the fact I'm going to be streaming with Remix in a little bit, I decided to do 2 cupcakes. So let's have this now. So we got for us, shall we? So we got for us. Giving this a 10 out of 10 overall. So limited Christmas cupcakes from Popwix. Now, for the 750th annual Bedtime Stories episode, we're gonna read Stray Dog for Christmas, and then we're gonna read The Incredibles. So let's read Stray Dog for Christmas right now. So shall we? So we got for us Stray Dog for Christmas, How Susan Was Adopted. Words by Jack Jorgensen. Pictures by Wendy Tan. Here we go. This is to my wife, Emily. Thank you for making me a dog god. And the better person, JJ. For Lucky and all the rescued souls. This book is filled with blood. WT. Copyright 2024 by Jack Jorgensen and Wendy Tan. Cover image design copyright 2024 by Sourcebooks. Sourcebook and the coloration, registered trademarks of Sourcebooks, all reserved. See here is it's published by Sourcebook Explorer. See here is Susie's gonna be adopted by her own family. You know, that's just me. Anyway, it was 2 weeks before Christmas, on the cold winter's night. Stray Dog wandered the streets alone. She didn't yet have a name, but she would soon to be called Susie. Susie Kaboozy, ladies and gentlemen, with swapping. Joking. Next page. Anyways, snowflakes blew in the circles. The ground froze beneath your paws from that. Her stomach growled. Susie looked up and down the street, but all she saw was a blanket of snow. I needed somewhere to spend the night. Susie thought it was winter, a shiver from that. So she walked and walked and walked. That was upsetting, you know. Next page. Anyways, finally, Susie saw a light, a soft, welcoming light, shining through her open door to the lovely house. She peeked inside her little heart was skipping a beat. That makes sense anyways. There you go. Next page. Anyways, what could that be? Wow. The house smelled like cinnamon and pine cones. Warm air wrapped around her face, tickling her whiskers and inviting her in. It's cozy in here. Susie thought it was I just rest my head for a little while, so she will curl up fast asleep. Kind of makes sense anyways. There you go. Nice, isn't it? Next page. Anyways, wow. Okay. Outside, the neighbor noticed the open front door. How strange, he said. He reached in and closed the door. The neighbor could not know if he has to shut Susie inside. Wow. Well, that was nice. Difficult. Next page, anyways. When morning came, a woman entered the living room. Wow. There's a dog in her house. She gasped. Wow. How on earth did you get in here? She asked. Susie slowly leaned forward and wondered, would she like me? Would she like be my friend? Okay. Next page. Anyways, that's when the woman ran upstairs, shouting, Jack, there's a dog in the house. Wow. Of course there is, Emily, said Jack. His name is George. George, as in George, Young from Easy Beats, I don't know. And he's a very good boy. No, Celia, not our dog. Emily cried. There's no dog in the house. She's on the stairs. Confused, Jack, jumped out of bed and ran to her to take a look. This is all y'all can anybody say. You know, that just makes more sense. Anyway, next page. Anyways, there was Susie staring at him with big brown eyes. What, how, when, why? Jack asked. Susie didn't bark or move. She stared steady like the man with a funny look on his face. She wondered, will you like me? Will you be my friend? You gotta make more sense anyway, so there you go. Can happen. Next page, anyways, just then Susie suddenly rumbled. Jack leaned over her and said, you poor thing, you're all skin and bones. Let's get you some food. Food, her ears perk up. While Jack grabbed a bowl, Susie wiggled her butt. Yeah, or a word, but anyway. And wagged her tail. The green tail tasted better than anything. She couldn't remember. She gobbled it up happily until her hunger went away. And that's the way it makes more sense anyway, so there you go. Next page. Anyways, when Susie looked up, she was shocked and see another dog, George, who had poked his head into the kitchen. Susie looked at him, and he looked back at her. Susie wondered if George would be friendly like Emily and Jack. She wondered, will you like me? Will you be my friend? Swappins. It happened anyway. Next page. Anyways, Susie glanced back at Jack and Emily. She looked around the house at twinkling lights and bright decorations. Then she peeked out the window into the cold, snowy sea. Susie didn't want to be outside in the lonely gap. She wanted to stay with the family inside the house that smelled like cinnamon and pine cones. Good enough. Susie did something brave. She took a step forward and kissed George in the nose. So that was nice. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, George tilted his head and took a deep breath. They gave her a sniff in the leg. Oh, they like each other. Emily said, clapping her hands. Wow. Jack bent down and Polly patted both dogs in the hands. Susie sat up a little taller, wagged her tail hard. I hope I never have to leave, she thought. Can't make sense anyway, so there you go. It can happen. Anyways, next page. Anyways, well, Susie did have a leave at the house, but only she see a doctor to make sure she wasn't hurt. Good enough. Oh, there we go. The doctor gave her some medicine and said she will be all fed with food, rest, and lots of love. Good enough. Susie was so happy. She purrs up like a cat. And then they loved me, she thought. And they loved them. And we turned back to Jack. You know, she was ours now, right? I know, said Jack, smiling. She was Nia's name. She probably like Susie to me. And that makes more sense. There you go, it happened. Anyway. So Susie became part of the family. She had a bed to sleep on and I had a bowl of food. George became her furry brother. She began a baby sister, Jonna. It kind of makes sense anyway. It can happen. And Susie would never have to be alone again. She had found her forever home. So happens. And there's some offers note seen here. But when Susie came to our doors in December 2019, another dog was the last pet our family needed. With a one-month-old baby and dog already, we knew we had dropped Susie off in the shelter and hoped she was welcome home. That would have been the easy decision. The right thing is not always have the easy thing. I always pride myself on doing the what is right. When I looked down at Susie's sweet face, I knew the only choice was to welcome her in the part of the family. She may not have been survived as a shelter, but I couldn't stand the top 5 of when we couldn't help her. So we did. Susie sold her home, something like that. There was countless led appointments. So access on the house, multiple pairs of the chewed up sneakers. Wow, okay. It's taken a lot of love and patience to take care of her. But seeing Susie is a new shot of life. Watching our daughters, Joanna and Leia, we have another baby girl grow up with her as her made it into all worth it. Also, thanks to our story going viral, and I read it during bedtime stories. But anyway, many people decided to help us with Susie's medical bills. The donations pour in far exceeded the amount we needed for Susie. As help improve, we were faced with each other thought questions when we need excess money. We need to keep it for Susie. Do we give it away? And if so, we're two. We decided to sponsor animal adoptions of $100 to help offset the cost of an adoption fee if someone rescued a dog instead of buying one. The result has been incredible. During Susie's first year with us, sponsored 366 adoptions. Wow, say less than a day for a whole year. If we have been easy paying the squiggly skip, especially give someone that it says donation to the organization, or easier to keep the money on ourselves. The right thing is keep spreading Susie's story to help other stray dogs, like her funds to find them forever homes. When my 2 wonderful beautiful daughters grow up, I hope they will look back at their childhood and are proud of their parents' choices. I hope this story can inspire others to take the road less traveled in. When the crossroads, choose to do what is right and instead of what is easy. Hope you can do that as well. It's much more rewarding in the end. Stop, don't shop. Well, it can happen. Here's a before and after scene here, so see here in the picture, so there you go. It may happen anyway. And the last page of the book says this, and it's just nothing, okay. So it's a stray dog for Christmas, how Susie was adopted. It was amazing. So far this book was a success. one more book for the day, and that is, of course, The Incredibles, a little gold book release. Recipe $8. It's showing, it's got for us, and it's written by, by someone that, by John Sawaki, someone else's last name. Anyway, illustrated by Don Clark, someone that. Published by Gold Book New York release, covered 2018, all reserved by Disney. See here is one incredible say Bob comparison. It's just not doing right with his car. Anyways, it was the golden age of supers. It was a time where heroes like Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Flowzard kept the world safe for all kinds of danger. It was an excellent time. Exciting time. Excuse me, God. And that makes sense anyway. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, built like a protagonist 10 times as top, Mr. Incredible was known for the super strength. Elastigirl's strength abilities make her flexible, and she was fair, something like that. They're a powerful pair. And that makes more sense anyway. There you go. Next page. Anyways, there's times changed. People complained that the supers were making a mess of things. The government forced them into hiding. This Incredible and Elastigirl fell in love. They got married and tried to keep living normal lives. They became Bob and Helen Parr. Parrs moved to the house, suburbs, and raised a family. They have a daughter named Violet, a son named Dash, and a baby boy named Jack. And that kind of makes sense, so very good on that. Next page. Anyways, when their parents, the kids were supers. Please ignore my background noise. Anyway, Violet can turn invisible and create force fields, while Dash turned into its name because really fast. Run really fast. Zoom. Anyways, Jack's powers were still unknown. He wasn't very even potty trained. You know, it kinda happened anyway. Next page. Anyways, banned from showing their powers in public. Bob and Helen used them around to his house instead. Wow. But Bob was born from being normal. And he's past the time of his new job, wishing he was still doing his old job, being a superhero. Exactly. One day his wish come true. A mysterious woman named Mirage when that gave Bob a top secret mission. It's a job for Mr. Incredible. Still do great things. Good enough. Bob's super suit has been damaged in the bow. He visited fashion designer at Moss one day, anyway, and has her to make him a new one. No cares. No case on that. It can happen anyways. There you go. Next page. Anyways, with his new super suit, Mr. Incredible was back in business. Mirage led him to the private island into a trap. Mr. Incredible was caught in the clutches in the robot known as the Armor Mob. The trap has been set by an evil genius named Syndrome. I walk alone. Wow. As a boy, Syndrome wanted to be a Mr. Incredible's sidekick. Good enough. When that did happen, Syndrome became very angry. Good enough. Sadly enough. Syndrome wanted revenge. He created high-tech gadgets to destroy the Mr. Incredible with one day, and that day was today. That makes more sense anyway, so there you go. It can happen. Anyway, next page. Anyways, when her husband did return home, worried Helen, Mrs. Anna, Helen was shocked to learn that Bob was Mr. Incredible again. Then now he was in terrible danger. Luckily, Anna had moved new super suits for the entire Parr family. Good enough. They were about to go on a rescue mission. After leaving Jack with her sister Sarah, Elastigirl set up and saved Mr. Incredible. Bob Dash secretly fall. They wanted to help as well. Bob was happy to be reunited with his fantastic family. At that moment, they were no longer the Parrs. They were the Incredibles. Good enough. It can happen anyway for the Incredible family. Next page. Anyways, suddenly the Incredibles were surrounded by Syndrome soldiers. Wow. The Scrabble have their hovercraft high overhead. Elastic stretch out to make several long-distance strikes. Dash random circles across the scars and bottom trap them into unbreakable force fields. Wow. The Incredibles realized their best superpower of all was teamwork. That's a good idea. Next page. Anyways, when the fight was over, the Incredibles raced the captured Syndrome. The Village was in the rocket, headed towards the mainland. He was going to unleash the other droid on the city. The Incredibles will never make it there in time. Fortunately, Magrom has a change in heart. She felt sorry for the parts in Syndrome's plot and led them supers and the ones in the spare rockets. The Incredibles make her a super blasting off in the next adventure. It's good. You can help in any way. We're almost done here. Next page. Anyways, what's super now? Who's super now? Anyway, joking around. Anyway, but it's not having Syndrome. Anyway, supers arrived. The Overjoyed was tearing up the town. Syndrome watched, chuckled with glee. The Incredibles tried everything to defeat the giant robot. Even though I see help with Frozo, the Overjoyed seemed unstoppable. Good enough. Without a show, the Syndrome was using the remote control to make the Overjoyed move. See what happens. The supers stopped fighting the robot and went up after Syndrome. The snatched robot remote control turned the rubber droid against him. The energy beam blasted Syndrome out of the sky. And when Syndrome defeated, the heroes triggered out the rubber droid and destroying itself. The city was saved. Now citizens gathered to celebrate the return of the supers. Good enough. Supers felt good to be back. And that's more sense in any way. There you go. And the last page of the book says this. They felt incredible. And that makes more perfect sense in any way. So The Incredibles will go book release. What if it was book? It was amazing. So far this book was a success. We got 4 more books later to Christmas, so that was Bedtime Stories episode number 750, the celebration of 750th show. Hope you enjoyed that. So it's going to be Bedtime Stories number 751, which will be about the Great Danes Santa Reindeer auditions. Now, excuse me, I gotta get ready for the stream with Remix Palm audio stream, and I get ready for bed, because after this is over, I gotta get ready for work, get ready to go grocery shopping with my brother, and I get ready for some board jokes for episode 60 for you guys. Till next time, suggest by baby, women says it out. See ya.